So, do you guys know the VTuber Rica? It's basically Yuzora Mel from Hololive. As you know, she got terminated, I think 2 years now. And she did a gender band illustration of her model, like a male version of her model. Yeah, Yuzora Male on stream. And she's been getting tons of backlash, especially from Nijisisters fans, because they think it looks so much like the #1 Nijisisters liver, Kuzuha, who also has white hair and red eyes. As you can see here, Rica announced her model. It's got 3 million views, and then she started getting a bunch of comments. This is just a few of them. This one viewer saying it looks way too similar to yokai, doesn't it? And even the mole position are completely opposite but similar. Should this be reported to Nijisisters or something? No way, that's solely the Empire, right? Couldn't they have come up with a more unique vibe or something? There was a couple more, but I couldn't really fit this in. She then ended up issuing an apology. It's in Japanese, which also was not super well received. She says, I commissioned the illustrator because I believed they were skilled at drawing diverse male characters and were experienced with rendering white hair. During the production process, I specifically requested the following points to ensure the design did not lean toward anyone else. Giving him a youthful, boyish impression. Incorporating my own character elements, gloves, a hoge, cowlick, hairpins, and the black gradient at the hair tip from my alternate versions. Adjusting the pose so it wouldn't look too tough or intimidating. Adding highlights to the eyes and avoiding shadows under the eyes. I went through several requests and revision based on these points. Furthermore, as I had no intention of imitating anyone specific, I never sent any images of the person in question as a reference. However, I accept that the final product resulted in something people felt was similar due to my own lack of oversight. I've also seen comments suggesting that this was an intentional imitation or done for clout, but I assure you there was no such intent. Still, I feel that the fact it was perceived that way is due to my own lack of consideration. Additionally, I have received some comments regarding my female design, claiming it was a ripoff or plagiarism. I would like to clarify that this design was also not intended to resemble any specific person. Nevertheless, I take the fact that it was perceived as such very seriously. Taking this matter to heart, I will increase the precision of my design oversight moving forward and exercise the utmost caution to ensure such an incident does not happen again. Once again, I sincerely apologize for the trouble I have caused. I'm truly sorry. And then, looking more into it, some people were saying that, oh, she just commissioned a bad artist. She should have just, paid a little more and done her dues a little more. But there's some new stuff that came out, and apparently the artist is somebody who's been accused of plagiarism in the past as well. Turned out to be Korean artist with prior record of plagiarism. Lol to those who were defending them. He has multiple accounts, updates almost daily while earning from commercial gigs. This guy is not hand drawing. That does look very, very similar. Damn, they've been really linking those accounts together. When I checked out this artist account, they're constantly drawing tons of illustrations of Kuzuha. And aside from the position of the mole, it's basically the same as the male version illustration of Hanamiya Rica. In other words, the artists themselves know about the similarities and is drawing it anyways, and they must have anticipated getting called out for plagiarism. This level of audacity makes me question if they're even Japanese. Hanamiya has apologized, but they're staying silent. Oh, because there's a mole under his eye? Yeah, they do draw him a lot. They have posted Kuzuha art since June 2025, and the last one is on late June 2026, and a repost on late February. So this is in 2025, and this one, January 27, so it's fairly recent. Okay, they're a Kuzuha fanboy. There's so many of them. Looking carefully to the frequency of the posts on the other Twitter account, it seems that they're now tracing AI in order to push out as many artwork as possible. It's not very noticeable now since they might have trained the AI, but it pops out on old art, also by picking colors that are barely used but putting them as a reference colors in the middle of the art piece. This is what a Discord user added. Damn, the plot thickens. So this is why they believe that it's AI, because there's like some gibberish on the card instead of it saying blue whale. We must examine this fan art very carefully. Wait, the pattern on the leg is different. There's this here with the pink thing. This, oh yeah, it is different. This black part is like thicker, I think. Yeah, it's our duty as a scientist to examine these to enhance. And this one, Picora doesn't have the right carrot so far up her hair, and the details on her arm are completely different. Yeah, the sleeve is different, and the left carrot should be lower. Yeah, it seems like she just didn't completely vet the artist, and the artist is, it's a little sketchy. He has, like, that account posts daily, has a store, and has a fan box. Like, they're pumping out tons of artwork. This is their portfolio that says AI learning prohibited, but they do list a lot of AI illustrations for big games, allegedly. And they responded to the drama, basically, well, to the accusations, basically saying the client told me to draw this and it has nothing to do with my previous illustration and there was no AI used and we will consider this as defamation. And they're asking for the deletion of those posts that were made against them. Regarding posts related to this matter, they contain content that differs from the facts and may constitute defamation. Furthermore, the dissemination of said content has been confirmed. We sincerely request that you consider deleting the post, as for future actions, we'll consider them as appropriate based on the situation. Yeah, this seems like a pretty deep rabbit hole. There's more evidence now. There's two accounts. There's the 7H account and the 7H4ZE. They're both basically accused of generally the same thing. Alright, so taking a look at this, I haven't used any automatic generation tools, including AI. Every time he blows up over suspicions of plagiarism using AI or AI+, this Korean illustrator has denied it each time and managed to weather the storm. This annoying thing about this guy is that he's originally pretty skilled at drawing at a decent high level, but to cut down on production time, there's a chance he's using AI-generated image as a base, and only manually adding or fixing the parts that feel off. At that point, it's impossible to the average person to tell the difference, plus since there's basically never any definitive proof of AI use, he can just brazenly play dumb and act tough. But on the flip side, precisely because Hayes is a human who can draw, we can spot the flaws, weird bits that stand out to us. The attached image are examples of that. There are mistakes that he should have noticed and fixed it if he's drawn them himself. As for the illustration of Lizzie, Haze keeps denying it, but no matter how you look at it, it seems plagiarized. So what do you think? The blurry fingers here? Is that what's being... Okay, yeah, the can does look weird. I don't know what this part is supposed to look like. Okay, the hands feels like they're blending together. No hands? The finger has 4 bones? Oh, damn. That's wild. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got? Taiga themselves called out Hayes back in 2025 and it had 6.1 million views. Riz's drawing would definitely end up with similar composition and poses. I get that everyone ends up with kind of the same kind of picture. I'm referencing all sorts of people myself and I respect this person as a mutual art buddy. You're totally welcome to reference my drawings too, but having them match this closely is just too much, right? Not just the color schemes, but even the positions and numbers of those sparkly flashy effects are identical in place. Yeah, that one was, like, that is way too close to each other. That is basically plagiarized. So that was Taiga's art, and that's Hayes' art. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.